So we're here on our companion screen, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of leveling up with our, well, friends here, because technically they're basically the only friends we have in the game at the moment, and I don't know whether you can notice, but thanks to our insane faction money, all of our guys are now starting to, well, field amazing armies. Look at this. This is just crazy. I haven't had a look at this menu in quite some time, so do forgive my shock and awe about this whole crazy thing. Anyway, Georgie, Yevgen, Igor, Ivan, even Anna has a pretty decent amount of forces, even though I didn't really give her that many, unfortunately. I should have given her much more leadership, in my opinion. That would have made much more sense. Otherwise, we have everyone else with basically a maxed out army, which is just amazing. I think that that is just fantastic, really. And as you can see, we have Volodymyr here, who is also going to be speccing into financial. Haha, yes, he's going to do a fantastic job for us. And let's get him a little bit more leadership as well, and a little bit more in tactics, so that he can be as effective as possible. So what we're going to do is I'm going to speak to him, and we'll say that he is going to form an army, and we're going to tell him to defend Zinkov, which I think is right. Wait a minute. That is not actually not the right one. Zoria. I'm getting mixed up between all the Z's, aren't I? Yes, absolutely. All right. So hopefully with the faction, well, we don't have that much faction money, but hopefully next time we actually get some faction money, he's going to be doing his thing. And then obviously we have Oksana here, who has been part of our, well, part of our band for quite some time. And it is now time that she go off by herself, and we're gonna tell her to guard something else as well. Let's tell her to guard. We can actually, you know what? I'm gonna do some cool stuff in a second. Let's just get her to go and defend Zashkiv, I guess. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at the map real quick, and we're gonna see if there's something that potentially our other generals might be able to attack. Ah, hello, Zinkov. Yes, Zinkov has been taken by the looks of things, literally just now, amusingly enough. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to tell who's close to it. Ivan is close to it, so let's talk to Ivan and tell him to attack. Oh, apparently we can only attack Antopil right now. Okay, that's kind of weird, I guess. Oh, okay. So I think it's just because I'm too far away that I'm actually not able to see Zinkov's actual owner, because we are the owner according to my mouse over, as you can see right there, thanks to our little banner. So I think we probably still have the ownership of that. Anyway, so that means that I will then tell this guy to go over to Arbor, and we will go and tell him to go and defend that. Hopefully he'll get there in time before it gets taken, but if it doesn't, you know, that's just how it goes. And otherwise, what are we going to do? Well, Antopil is the only one that we really need to take now, so what are we going to do? Well, I think the best thing for us to do is tell Igor to attack it, and to tell Yevgen to attack it, so let's do that. Let's get our OGs, you know, let's get our OG companions to go and attack Antopil, and we will go and help them and hopefully have a grand old time. So, oh yeah, I should probably also mention that I have named our last squad that we have here. Someone actually mentioned the Protoss homeworld, which, well, while it is, yeah, as you said, while it is destroyed, unfortunately, which is kind of casting a bit of a curse on our squad here, it is a desert planet, and it would be kind of cool to have something to do with StarCraft, because I'm a pretty big StarCraft fan, so why not? That sounds like a good suggestion to me. Otherwise, what we're going to do is Zoria is actually under attack by what? Oh, it got attacked that quickly. Right. I actually did put a garrison in there, but apparently they were not good enough to deal with it. So I guess we're just going to have to deal with these guys relatively easily. You don't have to watch this. You know, I'm actually seeing faction money come in relatively constantly, but obviously it continually goes down thanks to the presence of, well, people recruiting and things like that. Now, these Cossack rebels are making things a bit annoying, so I'm going to see if we can maybe just take them out real quick. And, oh, yes, okay, well, I'm not going to show these battles literally just because Cossack rebels, we fought them many, many times. They're very easy for us to eliminate nowadays, and, well, that's obviously the main reason. Otherwise, I would like to go to Antopil after this almost immediately to try and see if we can eliminate the Atoll Federation once and for all, but it is actually proving to be quite difficult to eliminate factions because of the generals that are running around and making it a bit difficult to find them. Now this, in my opinion, is one of the coolest features of Freeman, where you tell your generals to do something and then they're gonna do it, you know, they're gonna do it straight away and you don't even have to worry about them. They're basically just gonna go up here, they're gonna try and take it. Yevgen's already beginning the siege and Igor is not. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. I actually would have thought that he would go in as well. But that might not have happened. Oh, what is actually going on here? Okay, so a low happiness level has obviously occurred in Arbor because obviously it is under siege. Buildings have been destroyed as well. Not a big fan of that, thank you very much. But there's not much I can do about it from this distance. And I was actually... Oh, hello! There's actually a bunch of generals here. We're going to be attacking Oleg, that's for sure. Hello. Okay, wow, this is... this is kind of silly. We have... literally one enemy, which he's gonna die pretty quickly. He's gonna die pretty quickly. I'm actually just gonna tell my people just to charge straight on in there, and we'll see how quickly we can actually take him out. But here's the thing. Usually enemy generals are really good to take out because you can of course persuade them to join you, and once they join you, they are basically some of the best units that you're ever going to come across because they already have high level skills, and they usually come to you at a pretty low level as well. So in other words, they're able to, well, indeed then gain more experience and then as a result have even higher stats than they started with, which is absolutely fantastic. So let's see, there we go. Yep, we can imprison him. And I have 15 attempts remaining as well. I have a whole bunch of pirates as well, by the way, because I was actually fighting some pirates earlier, and I have some of those in my prisoner's hold, as you can see right here. So basically what we can do now is we can just execute a lot of people, and we can try and get his morale to a decent level. So let's just... do that. There we go. And now we can persuade to join. There we go. Alright, so now he has joined us, which is absolutely fantastic. We have Shakuros, who has advanced in level like no one's business, which is really nice. And I'm thinking, I'm going to swap out one of these guys and put Oleg in here. And then let's give him some new equipment. There we go. He's already got new equipment. All of it is wonderfully pristine. And apart from obviously all the bloodstains. But anyway, let's just avoid that and ignore that subject. Anyway, so let's otherwise just level this guy up and get him equipped, get that person equipped as well. And of course we have Gary. Gary is still alive. He is part of the dessert squad as well, which I found rather amusing. Otherwise, let's level these guys up and get them some new equipment too. Whoa, we actually got a lot of people that can still level up. I'm actually kind of surprised, but I'm kind of happy that we have enough money now to actually be able to level them up. I think that's what I remember now from the previous episode, where we didn't really have enough money to level up our new guys. So it's kind of nice that they are able to do that now. Alright, so I think this is pretty good. Oh, seems like we have a couple of spaces. Oh yeah, because obviously we made our generals into actual generals instead of keeping them as companions. So that's obviously what transpired there. Alright, so we're just going to give this guy a medkit, and this one a medkit as well. And then we're going to go in. Oh yes, we're going to go in. So are these guys both going to go in? Yeah, I think they're actually, but are they both going in? Siege? Yes, they are both going in. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I am psyched to get in here, to deal the damage that we need to do, to eliminate the Atoll Federation. I don't know how many extra generals they have, but I'm hopeful that it was just Oleg. I'm hopeful he was the last one. So let's send all our forces in. Let's send as many people as I can in here. And there's 160. And obviously Yevgen and Igor are going to be coming in at a later point because they are reinforcements technically. And that makes me a little bit worried. It maybe worries me a little bit, but I don't really mind too much about that because I kind of I don't know. I have a lot of faith in my own units right here. I think we can be pretty effective. So I'm just going to send these guys up here into the fire, so to speak. And then we're going to send these guys over here, try and take this flag as soon as possible. It's going to be a bit tricky to do that though, because this is a bad place for us to spawn, in my opinion. This is a really bad place. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try and use my weapon for once, because in the previous episode I said, oh yes, I bought a new assault rifle, and then I was like, yeah, I'd love to try this out, and I would absolutely love to try this out, but then unfortunately I did not get to, which was disappointing, to say the least. But I'm actually really happy that this is a nighttime battle as well, so it's going to make things much, much easier for us. And Yevgen is now spawning in. He has now arrived to provide us with reinforcements, and let's not go in here. I should probably not go in there. It's probably a bad idea. And let me just crouch down for a second. Okay, so that is the first flag, which we do not want to go to. We want to go to the second flag, over to the side here. And we have... well, we are outnumbering them like no one's business. We are outnumbering the enemy like nothing else. I'm actually wondering whether the game's going to crash when Igor gets in here. Oh no, he's only able to field 40 inside. Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, so we have 160 on the battlefield at the moment, which is just crazy. And something that I'm very happy about, because that means that even if, you know, even if the worst were to happen, we still have an absolutely insane numbers advantage. Look at this. Look at these guys. This is all Yevgen's and Igor's, you know, forces. They're all absolutely fine, and they are all assisting our main forces right here, while our other force comes in from the side and tries to take the flag there. So where am I right now? I'm over here. So am I actually taking this? Yes. Am I actually taking this? It doesn't look like I'm actually taking... oh, hello. Oh, I see. There are actually enemies attempting to kill me right now. This is not good. Ow. Dead. Yes. Right. They obviously knew. They obviously knew that I was doing that. So I'm going to need to be a little bit careful this time around. But thankfully we're spawning from a complete... oh, what? This is a fantastic location. This is really good. This is actually so much better than the previous one. I am much, much happier about this one than I was about the one beforehand. Okay, this is going to be even better. Okay, so now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get our guys around here. These guys are going to go straight up, and they're just going to go straight over here. They're going to take this, and then hopefully they will be able to, you know, do their thing, and we will hopefully... then have a bunch of people coming in from the side over here. And I want to... see, this is the thing. I didn't really want to have them running all together, but I feel like it might be necessary, considering this is where all of the enemies will spawn from, which is pretty harsh. But hopefully they're going to go that way. I'm going to go around with the main force and hopefully swing around to the third flag. And then hopefully this strike team right here is going to be able to sneak in from behind. And maybe at that point they will, well, hopefully be able to take the flag. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, then, well, everyone can blame me. I don't mind. But thankfully we now don't have to wait for reinforcements either. So this is going to be insane. Okay. Hopefully this time around I'll be able to use my assault rifle. Yes. This is becoming a running gag, isn't it? It's literally like, oh, yes, let me use my assault rifle against these... unsavory characters, and then, yeah, I end up not using it because I am just that good, yes. Anyway, I was not expecting people to actually be at that flag, so I guess the moral of the story is expect the unexpected. And let me just have a look. Okay, so we're going to take this flag very, very easily indeed, and I think I can actually move my forces. Yeah, I can move my forces to the other one over there. And we can probably take that relatively easily. I'm going to keep a couple of my squad over here so that we have a little bit of a firing into the main area where reinforcements for the enemy are going to come from. And hopefully that will prevent them from being, well, from having basically too much of a strong presence in that area. Because if they... yeah, as you can see, they're actually right there. And they're actually shooting me right now. Ow. Okay, now don't kill me. I'd appreciate it. Okay, now you can shoot at me again if you want, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't. So I'm just going to try and sneak this flag so that our forces don't have to. And then let the good times roll. Or the heads. I don't know. Anyway, so let's have a look and see what's actually going on here. So I'm actually going to... Yeah, everyone... Seems like most of Yevgen's and Igor's forces are being killed right now. Not a big fan of that, obviously. But, well, if it happens, it happens. So let me see. Anyone around here? Nope, we are taking the flag. That's fantastic. There we go. Okay, and how are our other forces doing? They're doing fantastically. They're doing really nicely. Okay, I'm going to tell them to charge in, actually. I am going to tell them to charge right now, because we need to get them in there as soon as possible. And if they can, then we will be in a fantastic position. We will literally have taken it with minimal casualties. Ow. Okay. Yes. Note to self. Don't go out there. Yes. Well, I killed one of their sharpshooters at least. Oh, I really do not want to go out there. Okay, I'm actually just going to heal myself, and then I'm just going to kind of extract myself from the situation because it is a bit dangerous. Very, very dangerous, actually. I'm not even entirely sure where I should go right now. Let me just hide behind these sandbags. I'm hopeful that my forces will be able to get there in time. Because we just need them to charge in there, basically. Just need them to charge in there, straight up. And I'm actually going to tell these guys to clear all waypoints so that they can just stand there. And hopefully, I will be able to... Oh no, I'm not going to be able to defend this. There's a sharpshooter. He's down. How's the flag doing? It's fine. Okay, guys, come on now. You're gonna need to get there relatively quickly, because I'm thinking the flag is gonna be taken really, really fast right here. Because there are enemies encroaching on my position right now. If they can take it, this is gonna be one of the greatest maneuvers that I've ever pulled off, because there are 80 enemies still remaining, and if they can take the flag where they currently are, we are gonna be in... Well, we're going to be in the... Oh no, they're taking it! They're taking the flag! Oh, there's an invisible wall there. Okay. Did we take it? Did we take it? Yes, we took it. We took it. Okay. Did you see that? It was just frozen. I'm not entirely sure if you saw that it was completely frozen or not, because I don't know what, the recording software actually captures, but if you saw that it was frozen, then there you go. And that's exactly what was happening. So we didn't take too many casualties, thankfully. Most of our forces, actually Igor took the most casualties, but I suppose we don't need to really worry about him too much, because he will be able to recuperate those losses. But did you see how many forces they had left, and that we were able to completely circumvent their defenses by taking the flag? And that is exactly the reason why I wanted to do something that risky. It was very risky as well, by the way. It was not a simple thing to do, because obviously at that point, at the end, they were encroaching upon that flag. They wanted to take it back, They wanted to take it back, but thankfully I basically just had my units at the last flag just in time. And then, well, we had it. And there you go, the Ate Federation has been destroyed and lost forever in history. Oh yes, that is really, really nice. Okay, so yeah, now these guys can go off and do whatever they want to do. I don't really mind, and we don't really have to worry about anything any further, with the exception of obviously having bandits attack our towns and things like that. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to just go to the barracks real quick, just going to recruit a whole bunch, and we'll just put those in the garrison relatively simply. So we'll just create 2 new squads, auto group up, and we'll just give them some new equipment as well. Let's level up that guy a little bit too, and there we go. Alright, so that's 14 almost instantly straight into the garrison right there, and obviously that's not going to keep most enemies from attacking, but it's going to be enough until I get maybe another another couple of people from maybe the mercenary camp or maybe somewhere else, and we'll see what else happens here. So that is the Atoll Federation eliminated, and I suppose what we're going to be doing is attacking the FCA next, because they are obviously the ones that are on the back foot, so to speak. They are not the largest. The Poznar actually appear to be doing quite well, which is a bit worrying, because they obviously have Poznar Sniper Elite, and they are going to be painful. Yeah, they're actually not even... are they? Wait a minute. Let's actually just take a look at something real quick. Alright, so obviously I'm just going to level those guys up. Okay, so this is a level 15 Poznar Sniper Elite. This guy has a sight range of 3.02. Wow. I am a bit afraid? Is that the right word? Yes, I think I'm a bit afraid of that. Yeah, we're going to actually see Federal Sharpshooters. Do I have some Federal Sharpshooters around here somewhere? Is that a Federal? Yeah, that's a Federal Sharpshooter. Okay, so let's level this guy up a little bit. He's now level 15. He has a sight range of 2.63. So the Poznar Sniper Elites are even better than the Sharpshooters. And we have had a pretty nightmarish time against the Sharpshooters. So I suppose what we're going to be attempting to do, the best thing that we can try to do, is take the flags against the Poznar, unless we can figure out some kind of, I don't know, some kind of advanced tactic that will allow us to get close to the Poznar Sniper Elites without actually giving any way for them to shoot us, which is a pretty difficult thing to do, considering they're most likely going to have some amazing layouts for their snipers, amazing vantage points for them as well. So we'll see what happens in the upcoming episodes. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.